Hey friends, so I am currently attempting to do a plan with me for the week of April 22nd through 28th. And actually I recorded just now 25 minutes of pure chaos, but I had issues over here, I had issues up here, I had issues over here, and I don't have like the means of fixing this in a way that's not going to drive me absolutely bonkers. But I also didn't have any more blanks of these. So I did have, these are Peanuts Planner Co inserts. I do have a couple of these that I made of my own just to see if I wanted to make changes to this particular layout. Like I was just playing with it in Canva. And also like this has a second column because over here, this is not normally 2 columns. I usually have to split it in half. So I was just playing with it because I've already printed like my entire quarter on these Peanuts Planner Co. inserts. Like, to be quite honest. So, my week next week is absolutely bonkers. There's a lot going on. It's all good things. It's just busier than what I typically prefer to be as far as like meetings go. And it's also going to be sort of a busy week because my current VA is going to be in her last week, and along with a new VA also onboarding. So I'm going to be onboarding on the back end my new VA, Jacqueline, while I'm offboarding my current VA, Nicole. Nicole, I ended up just letting her know like, hey, like we've got more work than I know what hours you can take on, so I just need to go in a different direction. That was at the beginning of this month. So I spent the last 2 weeks, excuse me, I have sneezed, interviewing new assistants, and I finally found somebody that I think is going to be a really good fit. And I also was playing with the idea of maybe doing like a vertical weekly, but I also have this like fold out weekly just because there's so many things happening. Like I normally never have this many appointments. So typically what I do in this weekly is I put like a couple of daily tasks at the top, a little bit of habit tracking over here, and then sort of fill in what my events are throughout the week. I normally never have this many like time specific and even place specific, like this is in person, this is in person, that's in person, this is in person, the rest of it's like on Zoom or over the phone, that's in person, that's choir, so it's obviously in person. But there's just like so much happening. Did this bug just fly into my coffee? Lovely. Okay, we're gonna take care of that. All right, we have a fresh coffee with no bug. I did try to flick the bug out of my coffee, and I think he succumbed to the creamer froth a little faster than I could get to him. So sad day, but he wasn't gonna last in my office anyway. He was just like a little mothy type of thing. It was just kind of sad, but anyway, back to this. So I like this, but I don't have any more blanks of this. And I have this vertical weekly, but I also don't love like duplicating a timeline because I use a timeline in my dailies. And then I have this fold out situation that I decided wasn't going to work. And this was what originally happened. We don't need to talk about this hot mess express. This was what originally happened here. But I think what could be fun on this is if I did want to do this, I could do something like, I usually do like gratitude in my Hobonichi cousin, but I don't have to do gratitude in my Hobonichi cousin. Like there's really no rules. So I could do like, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. I could do like 4 little gratitudes, do like a little cute quote or sticker down here. On the back side of this, I could put like vitamins on a daily basis, like the things I normally track, like what cleaning did I do, or there's even a little habit tracker down here. So I typically will, in my habit trackers, I'll show you what this week looked like. I typically in my habit trackers will like, oops, too far. I do some just like basic personal habits, and in this is normally what my weekly looks like here, but you can see like this week was already chaos. This week is going to be even more chaos, and I almost have too many things that fit in these boxes. So, and I need like a space to put my personal and my work to-dos. So I could also like use this space as like my appointments for the day, plus like did, like, what workouts did I do? And then do like little gratitude down here. And then maybe I could make this backside my like personal to-dos, work to-dos. And this could be like communication, admin, client work, other. This could be me, mom, because I help my mom with a lot of stuff. So me, like home, like me, admin, mom, admin, cleaning, other. Like maybe that's what I do it, and I can kind of just like organize my to-dos that way. Because this is what I'll see when I look at it. So if it's folded like this, I'll see the habits, and then you open it up like this. Unless you do this way, and then you can just like open it up this way. I don't know if I'm gonna dig this, to be quite honest. Okay. Or alternatively, I have this blank that I made in Canva, modeled after the Peanuts Planner Co. Clearly, as I don't have any more blanks of these printed right now, and I fudged up this week pretty solidly, and it's gonna drive me nuts. I was playing with this because I liked the idea of just having this column already split in two. Yeah, because that's what I do, because I need a column for work and a column for personal. And then what I could do is my Monday appointments, and these are smaller boxes too, so maybe I would have room if I used the smaller boxes. I would have, like, if I did like my day of the week up here, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, JK, that won't work. LOL. All right, that doesn't help. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna figure something out. I think what I might have to do is just pull a weekly from another week and like just white out the current stickers. Maybe I'll borrow the weekly from my very last week of June, because I have like my weeklies in here printed through the end of June. And by then I will have printed my next set of like, or through the end of June. By the time I get to the last week of June, I will have printed my next quarter's worth of inserts, if that makes sense. Because like I print all my inserts, or I have been printing them all quarterly. So by the time I get to this, June 24th through June 30th, and the reason I did this is because if I need, like, I started writing in this weekly, like earlier this week. I want to have everything just kind of pre-dated and ready to go. Maybe I just make this my sort of like backup June 24th through 30th. And then by the time I get to this final week of June, I'll already be printing my next quarter of inserts, and I can kind of like replace it if I feel like it. I think that feels better, because this is gonna drive me nuts, and this is all, I don't like this really, so I don't think I would use this. So that's what we're gonna do. We're going to just make this June. I'm gonna write this in pencil, so if I do end up using it, I can white it out later. Shedding. It's gonna be June 24th through 30th, June. We're just gonna stick it in there as a placeholder. That way if we need to write in it, we can, but I will likely have reprinted something by then. And I'm not gonna use undo to undo these. I'm literally just going to bloop, and we're going to bloop, just white out over the stickers, which isn't pretty, if I'm being honest, but I'm gonna fix that. It looks better already than this does. Okay, so now let's split this column in half. I use this Zig Clean Color dot, has like a little fine liner on this side, and I just like create like an extra box. Hey, there we go. Oh, this works better already. Okay. And I need to make one side work and one side personal. I always end up writing way more personal stuff in here than work, so I wanted to put personal on this side and work on this side. So we're gonna go work, personal. And what did I already have? I need to look at top tier BNI group. I'm looking at a few different BNI groups and visiting and trying to find one that like one has room for me. but 2 is like a good fit logistically. Like the vibe is good, the people are good. There's one I've been going to and the location's not super convenient, but the people are excellent and the vibes are immaculate. But I have a couple others that have invited me to come visit, and one of them actually has an opening for a health and fitness person. There's only like one other like health and wellness person in the group. So we kind of want to create just a little better referral network in that space. And she's a naturopathic doctor. And so she's a naturopathic doctor. I'm an online fitness and nutrition coach that specializes in hormones and metabolism. And so we could become a really solid referral network for her, especially as I have more local clients, or even just talk to people in general, right? Like, it's just good to have. And the more I build my in-person network, the more referrals I'll be able to give and receive. So it's just like kind of like you get out of it what you put into it. I need to follow up on Christian meal structure. I have a client that like she's really struggling to eat more. And she's also busy as hell. And I don't like write meal plans in the sense of like, this is what you eat. This is what you have to eat because of this. It's very much like a lot of my clients just struggle to put together what a balanced day looks like. So I help them facilitate that. And I'm sorry there are so many shadows. It is nighttime right now. And I don't think if I move my light, it's going to help in any way, shape, or form. Did that make it worse? I think that made it worse. I need to get a better overhead light situation. I just don't know how to do that. Is that maybe better? I don't think any of it's better, so we're just gonna leave it right there for now. Actually, kind of like this. You guys are gonna laugh at me so hard. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. This is my little ring light that I have up above here. But then I have my ceiling light too, and that's what's causing the shadow. And I don't have like my window open because it's dark out. Anyway, I need to. So I got that done. I can put this away. This is week 17. That I'm planning for. Woohoo, that was questionable. I almost took that off. And this is gonna be for April 22nd through 28th. Ta-da! Okay, so what I normally would do in these boxes, I would usually have like 1 or 2 personal things up here, like take your mushrooms, work out, which I need there. I add extra things sometimes just as an additional visual reminder to not ignore those tasks, especially if they're like major priority. So I'll have like multiple places. I don't like logging duplicate information from book to book, but if I have to check something off twice in my actual planner because there's maybe 2 different sections where I house that information, there's one like usually long-term check off, and then sometimes I will just bring attention to it in a weekly or a daily, like if that makes sense. And then if I do it, I get to just keep checking it off, and it's like all the little dopamine hits. So we're gonna just like roll and like start sticking my calendar in for this week. And when I tell you that like my calendar this week is packed, like I'm gonna be needing to somehow get up at like 5:30 in the morning this coming week, getting some work done between like 6 and 7 a.m. or like 6 and 8 a.m. because I have so many meetings that if I don't, I just won't get everything done. And I also am onboarding, again, my new assistant, which takes, onboarding a new team member is always a little bit of a lift. Like it's a little heavy lifting. Like I'm gonna have to teach her and train her and get her logins, and we're gonna have to work on establishing our communication modes and just the things like that. Okay, I don't hate this. Oh, I kind of hate that, but what's fine. We're going to leave it. I should have just left that alone. You live and you learn, right? Okay, so let's just put our cleaning here. So this is what I like to do on a weekly basis. We clean the bathrooms. We dust. Dust. There we go. Vacuum and or mop, so just basically the floors in some capacity. I wash the bedding, and then I wash my clothes, and then I fold my clothes. And yes, I do need to write those as 2 different statements. That's all I'm saying. So once those are done, I'll just give it a little check off. That doesn't, it's not necessarily something that needs to be done on a daily basis, but it's just something that needs to be done in general. And then I need to figure out what I want to do. If I want to be boring and just write in like 28, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, or if I want to like try to be fancy with it. I don't know if I have room to be fancy with it this week. Can I use these from like my little planner monkey go? I did the Macy mail for a little while and it was like so cute. Monday. If these are too big, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I feel like this week is so slightly unhinged that I need a little bit of fun in these pages. Does that make sense? Wednesday. Thursday. And these actually came in like a fall subscription box. The little leaves are like springy. Friday. Saturday. We're gonna fit that around the hole punch. These used to be personal wide inserts, and then I decided to switch to Franklin Covey Compact, and I was not about to reprint an entire quarter's worth of inserts in a new size, so I just chopped them down. And it doesn't bother me. Like, we'll be fine. They've been working just fine. It's fine. I tried to do something about it on my other set of inserts, and that's when things got really complicated and disastrous, and I was like, that is not going to work. All right, Monday. 22nd. Oh, I have 22. These espresso date dots from Sticker My Journal are like my favorite thing ever. 24. Now it looks gross because I fudged that up. I am normally not this picky. Is this because I'm doing a plan with me? Is doing YouTube messing with the fact that I literally don't care some days? Is this gonna drive me nuts? I don't reference this all the time. So like I just kind of reference it like once or twice a day. And then I reference it when I set up my dailies usually to a degree. And then I kind of follow up with it later in the day. So like if it's not perfect, it's fine. Or so she says. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I think that I need to cover that up. Guys, don't roll your eyes at me, please. Please. We're gonna just white it out again. When I start doing things like this is when it goes sideways. This is when things get disastrous and then they start to bother me, and then I do twice the work setting it up when really the only thing my journal needs to do, especially my planner, is to help me get shit done. I might regret this later. We're going to just snip, 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 snip. I love this grid washi from Planner Monkey Co. It is cute AF. Did I do that almost exactly the same length as A? All right, that doesn't totally drive me nuts. And I could probably put like a cute little like Macy's sticker on there. But what I will do is I am going to just highlight this. Cleaning. There. Okay. That is going to have to be good enough because I have wasted entirely too much time on this at this point in time. Okay. What is happening on Monday? How did I write this in the other one? That was a complete disaster. I'm just going to recopy it from what I wrote out already. I have an 8 a.m. VA on board. I have a 10 a.m. team meeting. I have a 12 p.m. life insurance call for my mom. A 2 p.m. call with Daria. It's a networking meeting. And then I have a 3 p.m. consult. This is at my co-working space. And then I have a 7 p.m. Conto Vivo. And I am not adding absolutely anything else to my calendar this next week. Like, somebody just asked me if they could meet up with me early next week. And I'm like, no. You want to know why? Because this is my week this coming week. Check-ins. I need till like 11 on my calendar for those. I have so many one-on-ones this week with my clients too. And like, when it's my clients, it's not a big deal. It's when like my client call calendar goes a little like busy. Cause that's a different Vicky. It's this Vicky. My clients get a one-on-one call with me once a month. And it's optional. Like, not everybody needs it. Some people really like to have it. Some people book it like whenever, and some people I'm like, no, we need to book this. Like I was like, you both need to book calls. She's offboarding, so she needs to book a call. I also tell her to book a call, and she just started a peptide therapy, so she also needs a call. And like, this is all fine. Like, this is literally my job. Like, it's fine. And I actually really love my client calls because it's just like fun to connect with them, because otherwise all my work is online. I need to do case studies early on Wednesday, however, because I have a 10 a.m. in-person meeting with Luis at his office in Chandler. Then I have 12 p.m. Brian one-on-one, which is one of my mentees. I do like an hour-long call with my coaches that I work with. Oh, shoes. 2:40 p.m. Megan. Then things slow down a little bit. I have an 8 a.m. call with Jacqueline. This is gonna be like 8 to 8:30. I reference my Google Calendar on a daily also because I have like meetings that have like Zoom links and locations and things like that. So anyway, and then 9 a.m. BNI, and Jacqueline is my VA. And so for a little while, we're gonna do like an hour-long meeting on Monday and then like a 30-minute touch base on like Thursdays, just until she gets like feeling really good about everything. And then we'll just likely do weekly calls. And then I have a 5:45 p.m. Cairo, which I cannot rebook. I was supposed to go this week. And then I have a 9:15 with Rose in Awatuki on Friday. And I have a client that is gonna book on Friday. Her call calendar reservation is still holding a bunch of spots on my calendar. So like, if I have to book a call with somebody and it's not my normal availability, I'll open up like a certain number of spots on a certain day, just depending. And again, I'm waiting for her to book her call because we just got our labs back, and I like to do those labs reviews on a call if at all possible. It's not always feasible, but I try to book it if we can, even if it means booking an extra call with a client that month. All of these just got we're just going to recycle these, friends. This is a disaster. Anyway, that's where we're at. So this is this week on this side. Where is the other half to this? Probably in this pile of things that I said was just a disaster. These fold outs are such a cute idea, but I printed a couple just to play with them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to function with them, if I'm quite honest. Where did I put the other half of this one? Where does it exist? Oh, is it over here? You guys, I lost a whole... Oh, it's this one. Hey! Hold on. And I just had that little cute piece of green washi tape. Did I put it on the back of this one? What is happening? I'm using this. Go away. I just had a little piece of green washi. There it is. That other half. This is absolutely chaos, friends. I would like to say it's not always like this, but I can't say that that's actually the truth. And I don't like this either, so we're going to just also stick a little decorative washi down across the top here. And I'm gonna do something a little bit different with this. Why aren't you sticking? That's not straight. Oh, y'all, I am tired, but I have such a busy weekend and I do need to go to bed early tonight, but I know I'm not gonna do any of this planning on Sunday, and I do not have the time on Monday to do it because we gotta hit the ground running on Monday, which is not my favorite way to start a Monday. I'm very like anti-hustle culture, which is weird because I own a business. But like I work hard, but I don't feel like you have to hustle to work hard and be successful. I just think you have to like be consistent and show up to things with a level of integrity. And then things work out. Like if you're showing up and doing the right work with the right people for the right reasons. Week 17. Okay, that will work. That's my weekly. Okay, now I need to get into my dailies because my dailies again are going to be a little bit unhinged. So we're going to pop this bad boy. It's going to go, that's this week. That's my spending. This is going to go right in here. So this is all April, and then this is all May, and then my May weeklies will be tucked back here. But for the time being, I have all of the April weeklies and dailies. This whole section is weeklies and dailies, and then my daily is like marked with this guy, and then my weeklies are marked with like this little guy. So they're both kind of like in the middle with whichever ones I'm using the most consistently. All right. So I have through Sunday done, but again, I need to get through Monday done. And I'm currently loving these from Vixie's Plans. And I thought how fun with my siren washi to do for this week. So that's what we're gonna do. Now I already have these sort of pre-dated with my like Randy Dot Plans stickers. But we're going to do this a little bit differently than like how I did it this last week. I don't normally use the same washi from day to day because I would normally get sick of it, but I actually really love this siren washi, and I actually have some stickers that are bigger from a sticker sheet on this that if I have a little room at the end of my dailies, I can like pull those out. See, like the reason I have a bunch of things pre-dated in here is because you can see I already had to start dumping stuff in depending on the day. And that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. And again, you know, the reason why I'm in more of just like a functional system versus using my crazy bullet journal all-in-one journaling and task management and anything fun is because it was actually detracting from my ability to get shit done. And I couldn't afford to not get shit done. Like, I'm just not at a point where I can let productivity be like half-assed effort. Like it has to be a very intentional effort. Like I log all my hours, and I did like an efficiency audit, and that's also part of where I realized I needed to find like a new VA. This is gonna go up here. Perfect. And it's just a matter of like being effective. And so even like tonight doing this, I'm recording this on Friday night. This probably won't go up until later this weekend. I'm recording this on a Friday night. Part of the reason I'm doing this on a Friday night is because I know that this weekend, tomorrow, I have like an all-day event. I'm gonna need to get up a little bit early for that. I need to go do that. And then I have a performance on Sunday. And I'm just not gonna have the time to do all my planning intentionally on Sunday if I also wanna do my like housework and like personal admin stuff. It won't compute. And I likely will work a little bit Saturday afternoon after my all-day event just to get caught up on a few things. I'm not gonna migrate those things over right away. Because that just isn't gonna work out if I'm being quite honest. But what do I want to use these? I think I want to use these typewriter fonts. These are so cute though. Oh, actually I want to use the Gothic ones again. These are the Gothic ones are the ones that my friend Kim made for me. Let me find those. And they're just so, they're such a vibe. They make my little heart happy. And like after this, I need to go do the dishes because the dishes have been sitting all day. Monday. Look how fun that is. This is gonna be an entire vibe. And I love this siren washi. I love mermaids. I love sirens. I love anything kind of like dark and twisty and like fairy tale-ish in that realm. So the siren washi is, again, just absolutely tickling my fancy. And it's from Archmichael. If you don't know Archmichael on Etsy, also go follow her Instagram. No. Okay, if I can pull that up without ripping anything, I will. That's not even any better. It's fine. So we have a little bit of moody happening here. And sorry again about the shadows, you guys. I don't know what else to do about it. I think I need to get like a little light, like a bounce back thing to put like overhead so that when the light reflects back, it like helps reduce the shadows from overhead. I think that's the only way that like I'll be able to manage it. Okay. So let's go to Monday and we're going to put all of this chaos into my calendar. And this is literally like what my weekly planning looks like. So 8 a.m. It's a virtue staff meeting, 10 a.m. Okay, so because tonight is just going the way it's going with the recording, and I forgot that my camera cuts off at like 30 minutes. I just talked for like 10 minutes and didn't record any of it. But anyway, I got the rest of my like days dated, obviously, and then put in my events that I currently have. Where I'm gonna be running into a little bit of an issue, and this is technically 3 p.m. now, so I think this is slightly different. I think this recital call changed. I need to figure out what tomorrow's gonna look like. Tomorrow's gonna be a little bit interesting because I have a masterclass starting at 9 a.m., but I really need to get through these nutrition reviews. They're for a giveaway that I'm doing, and I had like so many people opt in and comment, and I need to, one, follow through with the people that finished submitting everything, and I got to put their notes together and like send them a video, but also I need to follow up with people who are like partway through the process. And then I need to, on the 30th, actually, let me write this down. This is why I have Tuesday the 30th. So this is going to be check-ins, giveaway winner. I'm going to post the giveaway winner on Tuesday. And so I have to figure out these nutrition reviews. So I could get up a little bit early and work, and that might work. And if I worked from like 6 to like 8, showered, got ready, I don't need to be cute for this. I can go, I'm not really going to be singing in the master class because I had a lesson today. I'll more be singing like later, and I just want to be here to kind of listen and take notes, maybe do one run through. And then the dress rehearsal will go probably till like 2 or 3. And then I may work on stuff, like may stop at my co-working office and just work before I go home and like relax for the night. But then I have my performance today, or on Sunday. And I literally, because I know I have this, I'm not going to do anything stressful, strenuous on Sunday morning. But then we have Monday, and Monday is just an absolute shit show. So if I want to get the rest of these nutrition reviews and kind of follow up with people, what I might do is like finish following up with the people that are done and say, hey, I'm continuing to work on these. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm going to have yours done by X day, and just like schedule people in for like, I told this person I was going to get this to them on this day. This has to get done regardless. And then rather than me sitting there and doing them all in one sitting, I just do maybe like 1 or 2. I have like 6 left to get through that are complete. but I'll have more that are incoming. And so I'm gonna just kind of continuously work through them. For reference, I usually only do 3 or 4 for a month. I somehow had like 30 people opt into this in 1 week, which is way more than I thought were gonna opt in. Now, some of them won't finish it. I would say total, I would expect maybe about 12 to 15 of them to complete the whole process, which is what they have to do to qualify for the giveaway. Like they have to submit their form and their nutrition logs to get a review. And that's what qualifies them for the giveaway, is like they actually participate in this process, which is why, again, I need to follow up with anybody who has not done it by like Monday or like this week. Even if I don't have the review to them by the 30th, if I can just have all their stuff in, I'll just continue working through them and just let them know, hey, thank you so much. The influx has been, like the response has been way greater than I anticipated, so it's taking me just a little bit longer. I appreciate your patience, because I'm always gonna put my clients first. Like my client work is always gonna come first, like at the end of the day. So this is what like next week really looks like. I don't really do monthlies in the sense of, otherwise I do keep a monthly where I like, as the week goes by, I kind of schedule out like the main priority or project for the week. I don't know if that's going to necessarily happen this next week, because we're going into next week quite unhinged. Next week is just a lot busier than really most weeks get as far as meetings goes. But the nice thing is that going into then this week of Monday, May 1st, or Monday, April 29th into like the beginning of May, this is my like off week from calls. So I won't have any calls the first week of May, and I'm going to try so desperately to keep my calendar so clear. And I don't have any other plans otherwise the weekend on the 27th or the 28th, minus I'm scheduling, because the 20th, tomorrow, is my best friend's birthday. And obviously I'm not available this weekend to hang out with her, so I told her we would do something this weekend. So I'll get with her this week to talk about what we want to do either Friday night or Saturday, doing something fun. And then my weekly for this coming week is a little bit cute, a little bit of greenery. I added a little bit of Mushy Works washi tape here. Book with Lauren, that's my bestie. Week 17, got my cleaning schedule here. I do want to add, I think, a little bit of a habit tracker, but I think I'm going to actually put some of that stuff in my dailies. So like I've been keeping in my dailies like my vitamins that I need to take. So I think I need to leave room in my dailies for my vitamins and my log for my peptide therapy. So we're gonna put vitamins 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, correct? How many lines do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 space, and then that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 space. I don't always log my like personal like recurring tasks this way, but when I'm really busy, if I don't put it in like my dailies, or if it's not like in front of me, and actually I'm gonna just write workout, because if I get busy like this and I write, and I will like struggle to get my movement in, and I need to get at least 30 minutes of something in a day, even if my schedule hits the fan, because I have a gym at home. Hey. All right, so I'm gonna write that in. I'll fill in the actual vitamins later. I just want to give it a placeholder. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 space. Workout. And actually, this is day I do my cellular tight on Thursdays. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 space SGT log. workout. And the goal is I'm gonna write workout on every single day, but I will likely only get 4 or 5 days of targeted exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 space, which is totally fine. But again, I just like to have it in there as a reminder to like move your butt, girl. Otherwise I sit at my computer all day long. All right, that is like my plan with me for the next week. This just makes me feel so much better because now I have everything in and I can just kind of roll into next week without having to worry about setting that up. So as much as I didn't want to do this tonight, I'm glad I did it. Now I gotta go do the dishes and I'm gonna finish my decaf coffee, take my nighttime vitamins, and go to sleep. Thanks for, if you stuck around this long, you're a real one. Hope you enjoyed the shit show. Catch y'all later.